Hello guys, welcome back to the Vidya Chauhan classes once again. And today we are going to do, or you can say we are going to start a new topic of the same chapter, quadratic equation, and that is to solve the roots of any quadratic equation by quadratic formula method. But before starting up directly with any kind of example, I want to give you a brief introduction of this method because this method is a very important method which will help you later on in your higher classes also. So very first, what is given in this quadratic method basically? So suppose if our standard form of equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So this is our standard form of a quadratic equation. Now, according to this quadratic formula, the formula to find the roots is actually x is equals to minus of b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Might be thinking this is a very big method, or you can say the formula is so big how we will remember, but it is just a fraction of second it will take to learn the method, or you can say the formula. So x is equals to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This method we use directly to find the roots. Right? If it is said that find the roots of the given equation, you can directly use this method and find the roots. So this will be helpful to find the roots basically. Now, if we study more about this method, so there are different nature of the roots also. Like whatever roots we are getting, it is of different nature. So it is very important to discuss the nature of the roots also. If we are discussing about this method, so definitely this is a very important topic to discuss, that is nature of the roots. So the nature of roots, basically there are three different types of nature in the roots which you are getting after, means the solutions which you get by solving a quadratic equation. There is three varieties of results. Very first, real and distinct root. Second, real and equal roots. And third is your not a real roots, or you can say, we can also see as that no real roots. So these are the three natures, or you can say three types of results which we get. Very first is the real and distinct root. So real and distinct means different roots, different types of roots. So the values will be different. Suppose you are getting x is equals to 2 and x is equals to minus of 5. So this is the first case, real and distinct root. Second case is real and equal roots. So suppose you are getting x is equals to minus 2 and second root also as x is equals to minus 2. Then that is our second nature of root, that which is real but equal roots. And third case in which you get not a real root. When you will get a non-real root, for example, if you are getting x square equals to minus 34. Like if I write it as x square is equals to minus 3, suppose we are taking my x square is equals to minus 2 and it is said that find the value of x. So can you find the value of square root of minus 3? No. Since we cannot find the square root of a negative number, that means root for this particular type of equation is not possible, and that is our third case, not a real root or no real roots possible. Now how we express this in terms of this method? So for that we use a letter D. Actually I represent it by D, and this D is actually called discriminant. Discriminant. The value of discriminant. If discriminant is greater than 0, then the roots are real and distinct. if discriminant is equals to 0, the value of discriminant is equals to 0, then the type of roots are real and equal. And the third case, if the value of discriminant is less than 0, then the type of roots available is no real roots. Now you must be thinking, what is D? Fine, D is discriminant as I told you. But how we are going to find the value of discriminant? So yes, we have a formula for discriminant also. Discriminant D is actually equals to, the formula to find discriminant is B square minus 4AC. And these B, A and C is basically the coefficient of the standard term. The coefficient of x square, coefficient of x and the constant term. So you can find the value of the discriminant by using the formula of b square minus 4ac. So if there is any equation given to you, any quadratic equation given to you in which you have to find its root by quadratic formula method, so very first the most necessary thing is to find the nature of root, because if you are getting the first two cases, that means D greater than 0 or D equals to 0, then you can continue with the next process of finding the roots, because then in these two cases only roots are possible. Roots are possible. But if you get D less than 0, in this case roots are not possible. Roots not possible. So whenever you start solving an equation, a quadratic equation by quadratic formula, so very first do find the value of its discriminant D. After D, you will judge, or you will be sure that whether you can continue further for the roots or not. If you get D greater than 0 or equals to 0, then you will continue. If you get D less than 0, in that case you can simply write it, the roots, no real roots are possible. So that is why we cannot find the solution there. Clear, students? Now moving forward, and as I have taken an example here from your NCERT 4.4, question number 1, third part. So let's see, and if this equation is 2x square minus 6x plus 3 equals to 0, and it is said that solve this by quadratic formula method. So very first what we have to do? Yes, we have to find the value of D. So let us start the solution and find the value of D. So very first, D is equals to b square minus 4ac. Putting the value b, what is b? Minus of 6. So this is minus 6 square minus 4 into a. What is the value of a? It is 2. And what is the value of c? It's 3. You can see I have not taken the variables, we have just taken the coefficients of the term. Solving it more, minus 6 square gives us 36, because 6 square is 36, minus into minus becomes plus. Minus 4 into 2, 8, 8 into 3, 24. So next, subtracting these two values, 36 minus 24 will give us 12. So our discriminant is equals to 12. Now, is it greater than 0, equals to 0 or less than 0? Yes, it is greater than 0. So, I'll write, since discriminant D is greater than 0, so real and distinct roots are possible. So, what kind of roots are possible now here? Real and distinct root. In the next step, we are going to find the roots now. Now to find the roots x, we will put the formula of x is equals to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now I'll tell you one more easy method. Like here you can see b square minus 4ac. This b square minus 4ac is actually equals to the value of discriminant. So no need to directly once again put the formula value here. You can also write the same equation as x is equals to minus b plus minus square root d instead of writing b square minus 4ac, you can write d, because b square minus 4ac is actually equals to discriminant. So it is square root of d upon 2a. Let us put the value now. Minus, what is the value of b? Again minus 6. So it is minus of 6 plus minus square root. What is the value of d, which we have already solved? It is 12. Discriminant is equals to 12. Now 2 multiplied by a, that is 2. Done? It is clear now. Moving forward with the next, and let us solve. Minus into minus becomes plus, and so it is 6 plus minus. Let us find the root of the 12. So can we write root 12 as 2 root 3 upon 2 2s are 4. Clear? Is anything common? Let's check out. Yes, between 6 and 2 root 2 we can take 2 common. So our next step will become 2 common. So we are left with 3 plus minus root 3 upon 4. Simplifying up here, you'll get 2. So now we are almost done with our solution, and the value of x which we are solving up is actually comes out as 3 plus minus root 3 upon 2. Let us separate the two values by plus and minus sign. So x is equals to 3 plus root 3 upon 2 and x is equals to 3 minus root 3 upon 2. So these are the two roots for the given equation which we have solved by the quadratic formula. Please students, take care that you have to find the nature of the root by finding the discriminant very first. After discriminant, you can find the roots by using the quadratic formula. So this method is all about quadratic formula. Thank you students for the lesson.